Hello, my dear students. I am Ma'am Yari Cortes, your personal development teacher. In this video, we're going to learn about the processes and functions of the parts of the brain. Let's call our present topic the powers of the mind, since we will be talking about the things our brains are capable of and how we can keep them healthy and strong. Now, I have a question for you. Have you been thinking about breathing since the start of this video? Well, now you are. Welcome to voluntary breathing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. But really, have you ever thought about how you are continuously breathing without having to consciously think about it? Well, that's one of the wonders of your brain. Yun sa mansad nimo pag-abot ay na video. Tungod kay nabasahan nimo gamit sa imong mga mata o sa imong utok nga naa ko'y gisend na video. Og gisugo sa imong utok, imong kamot nga i-play ni na video. Diba? All that we experience and do are processed in and by our brains. So it is very important that we study about them. Now the brain has three major parts: the brainstem, the cerebellum, and the cerebrum. The brainstem connects the spinal cord and the brain. It controls functions that keep people alive, such as breathing, heart rate, blood pressure, and food digestion. Those activities occur without any conscious thought. Diba, dili man nimo sugoon imong tiyan nga mo digest na, inikaon nimo? Or moingon ka nga inhale, exhale. Muginhawa man ka bisan wala ni mo gihuna-huna, di ba? That's the job of the brainstem. Things are different in the cerebellum. This region controls voluntary movement. You form the thought and then an area in the cerebellum translates your will into action. It happens so quickly. The thought moves as an electrical signal through millions of neurons. The signal jumps from neuron to neuron across the space called synapse with the help of chemicals called neurotransmitters. That signal continues jumping from cell to cell until it reaches the muscles you need to move. The third and largest part is the cerebrum. It accounts for about 85% of the brain's weight and has 4 lobes. The lobes have different functions. The parietal lobe processes and allows us to interpret and realize what we feel and see, like temperature, texture, and position of objects. The frontal lobe controls important cognitive skills, such as emotional expression, problem solving, memory, and language. Mao ni siya ang murag control panel sa atong personality ug sa atong abilidad sa pakigstorya ug pakighalobilo sa ubang tao. It is also responsible for primary motor functions, or our ability to consciously move our muscles. Like sa imong pagsugo sa imong mga tiil sa pagdagan ngadto sa inyong suki nga tindahan. Diha na sa frontal lobe mahitabo. Now, the occipital lobe is the region that receives and processes input from the eyes. It interprets color, brightness, and other important aspects of vision. It is also responsible for visual communication, like understanding symbols and reading. The temporal lobe, which is located at the side of the head, is responsible for hearing and some aspects of language. It is important for speech comprehension and production of language. Kung nakadungog o nakasabot mo sa akong mga gipangstorya karon sa video, dakog trabahoan na ang inyuha temporal lobe. So, those are the major parts of the brain. In the next video, we're going to talk about how we can take care of our brains. But before we end, I have a question for you to think about. Let's consider this situation. Let's say a motorcycle driver encountered an accident where he bumped his head against a lamppost. When he regained consciousness at the hospital, the doctors discovered that his left eye has become blind. What lobe of the brain must have been damaged? How about people who has difficulty remembering things or organizing tasks? What part of their brain has abnormalities or damage? I hope that this leads us to value our brain's health and to be more sensitive and understanding to those who are struggling with disabilities or are not neurotypical.